today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Normally the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 19 carries, 86 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll keep it on the ground. Chisholm. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion left is Beckham. Two and now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Sky Moore, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time and a 1st down on the keeper. He's going to keep this again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Chisholm. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down. Dawson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Dawson. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Dawson. That is caught at the 7. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Up the middle they go. Chisholm. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. James Robinson with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
7-7, our score after 1. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Dolphins 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He gets this to Davante Adams. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Beckham goes in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sky Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins have taken the lead in the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Sky Moore capping things off with a touchdown reception. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He finds his man, complete. It's 4th. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards that time, and a 1st down on the keeper. Looking to throw. Dawson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
To throw on 3rd down. Dawson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, listen, a PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Welcome back, everyone, to NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Dolphins in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Again, he finds more. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Tua now on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 176, moving him past Emmitt Smith and into second place all time. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it's 21-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over.
They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dawson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ford. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Dawson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This is caught. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Robinson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. James Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now 21-17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to pass. Tua. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and 3. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one is caught. It's Moore. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sky Moore on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Second down. Here's Davis Price. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, here's Davis Price.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's another big play for him right there, and that's not the first time we've said that throughout this game. This last catch puts him over 200 yards receiving for the ball game and leaving the defense with just one word in their mind: helpless.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Davis Price will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Ty Davis Price.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll run on 1st down. Chisholm. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Chisholm.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
He gets it to Cooks.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2nd and 14.
Looking to throw. Dawson. There again is Cooks. Complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Dawson. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Dawson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ford.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. On third down, Robinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Moore, the man in motion. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He completes it to Beckham. Past the 20. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Houston.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Operating from the gun, Dawson. Catch is made by Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Dawson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's 4th. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Operating from the gun, Dawson. He's got it. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Tua going to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Moore, the man in motion. Now Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Caught on the slant. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on their way to a 2-0 start. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do, because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing on 1st down. Dawson checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Dawson. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory. Even better for them.
So for the Dolphins, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.